Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be setting up some more lighting. We have a car event coming up soon. Secret Society is doing a Halloween lighting meet. So we'll take this opportunity to show you how some of these lightings work. Majority of the stuff's been off Temu actually. It's alright for the price you're paying. You know, you get what you're given, but first we're going to start with a bit more lighting in the back. Let's get that Panda to shine. With these interior lights, they have a sticky back. I'm not going to bother adding any more mounting onto them because it's going straight onto carpet. It's not going to get wet, so it should be fine. When I fitted the carpet to the back, I made sure not to stick down the edges so I can camera manage a lot easier. There won't be a distraction to anyone in the front or anyone outside because they're tucked in quite well. So let's move on to the next set. Next up is the undercar lights. So we'll get her up on the ramps and get under there. Each of these lights come with a sticky back, and they also come with a little pack of cable ties and some mounts. For the front, I am just using some screws as I'm only going to plastic. Now we're onto the sides. I'm going to stick them in place and then use the mounting clips just to make sure it doesn't move. On this side we're going straight into metal, so I have to pre-drill the holes. This side was a bit easier because I'm going onto a skirt, so it's plastic, so I didn't have to pre-drill any holes. So I stuck it down again and then placed 3 clips onto. For the lighting, we're going to have its own dedicated power line with an inline fuse, so we'll get that set up now. I'd just like to take this moment to thank everyone who's followed along so far. If you haven't, go hit that button and make sure you like the video. With each connection made, you want to make sure you are using crimps and heat shrinks. Now we have a blade fuse wired up, we can run this under the car. The line has been run down the back to avoid any heat from the engine or from anything else. I've just followed my same power line for the amp. From here we're going to run it down the black casing. There is actually a hole just behind the handbrake, so we're going to feed it through that. With the casing you can remove it if you like, but I find it easier just to pull down the side and tuck it in. Be careful down this back end, you want to make sure that the cable is nowhere near that exhaust. With the covering out the way, you can see where we've come through now. Now we're in the back, we're going to wire up this switch, which will control all my lights plus a couple of extra bits. And again, we are using crimps and heat shrinks. We tend to avoid solder as it can break. I've looped the black connections, which will allow me to use a bolt to connect multiple together.
With this method, you only want to bolt the black negative connection. As the whole car is a negative line anyway, it doesn't really matter if it's touching any metal, but I would still advise to be covering it. When connecting to the battery, you can use the threads that are already there. And for the fuse, I'm using a 20 amp. This will vary depending on how much you're putting on.
Bit messy, but it'll do for now. Now we know all of our switches work. We've just got to remember that they don't turn off with the engine. That's something I will be changing up soon, but for now, that will work. There will be some more cable management, but I can do that after the video, so for now, we know it all works. Going to give all that a bit of a tidy up, but I can do that off camera. So I hope that's helped some of you out. If you've got any questions, make sure to leave them below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.